A very delightful morning, children. I welcome you all for the next session of your lesson Acids and Bases. Hope you are all fine and safe at home. Before entering into today's content, let's recapitulate the previous class, what we have learned there. We have learnt about acids and bases, how they change the color to the indicators, how many types of indicators are there, and what are the changes you will be able to observe when these indicators come into contact with acids and bases. What are the properties of acids and bases? And what are the different types of substances which will be having acidic and basic nature and which you will be using in your daily life? All this we have discussed in the last class. A small part of your lesson is remaining, children. Let us complete it with today. And our today's content is acid rains. How are these acid rains are formed? How to test the carbon dioxide gas? What is meant by neutralization? What are salts? And what are neutral solutions? About these topics we will discuss today, children. Here is a slide showing you what is meant by an acid rain. Acid rains are the combinations of carbonic acid, sulfuric acid and nitric acid with rainwater. Then how these acids are formed with the rainwater, you may get a question. Near the industrial areas, they will release out the waste gases into the atmosphere like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide and carbon dioxide. These gases, once they enter into the atmosphere, when it is getting rain, they combine with the water molecules and they will form the acids. If carbon dioxide is getting combined with the water, it will form carbonic acid. Nitric oxide combines with the water, it will form nitric acid. Sulfur dioxide, when it is combining with the water, it will form sulfuric acid. Like this, they will come into contact with the rainwater and they will form the acids and they will get down to the earth. And these acid rains causes damage to buildings and monuments. Most of the beautiful monuments are being damaged because of these acid rains. And in our states, if you see, Visakhapatnam will be having more of these acid rains. Did you understand, children, how we are getting the acid rains? Let us have a picture I have given you in this way. See here, this is the industrial waste gases which are entering into the atmosphere. These are all the gases will be containing NO2, SO2, NO, SO2 and CO2. Sulfuric acid, that means sulfur dioxide gas will be there. Nitric oxide will be there. Carbon dioxide will be there. Like this, it will be liberated out from the funnels which will be there near the industries. These are the waste gases, poisonous gases. When this combines with the rainwater, whenever it is getting rain, it combines with that and it will enter into the earth's surface. This is the way how they will be going on. And now your next topic is how to test the carbon dioxide. For this, if you take a test tube and in that you take a lemon juice and if you add some pieces of marble to it, then you can see some reaction will be going on in the test tube. And if you bring a matchstick near to it, you will observe one of the gas will be coming out. Then you don't know, that means you don't have any color. Then how to bifurcate that which gas is coming out? In the last class, we have seen that how to test the hydrogen gas. Is it or not, children? When a metal is getting combined with an acid like zinc, magnesium, copper, all these are the metals. When these metals come into contact with the acids, they will liberate the hydrogen gas. And how to test the hydrogen gas, all this we have seen in the last class. Now today, from this experiment, we have to come to know what is the gas present in it. That's why here I have given an apparatus for you. This is the test tube which I have taken with the lemon juice, and for that I have added some small pieces of marble to it, and I have closed it with a 1 hole rubber stopper. This is the mouth of the test tube which you will be closing, Nana. This is called as 1 hole rubber stopper because I have inserted an U-shaped tube here. For that a space will be there. That's why this rubber stopper is called as 1 hole rubber stopper. And an U-shaped bend tube I will be inserting, where the next end of the U-shaped bend tube I will be taking into one more test tube having the lime water. Then when the reaction is going on here in between the marble and the lemon juice, the gas will be liberated out and it will be went into this bend tube and it will reach the next test tube. Already this test tube is having the lime water. Then what is the change you can observe is, you can see the lime water will be turned into milky white. As how that milky color, that means as how your milk color will be white, that much of white color you will be getting the change of this lime water. Previously it will not be having that much of white color, children. Once this carbon dioxide get into mixed with the lime water, then only it will be changing the lime water to milky white. Then this is the test for the carbon dioxide gas. By the change of this into milky white, you can surely tell that the gas released there is the carbon dioxide. This is the way how to test the carbon dioxide gas. Now here is a slide showing for you about the neutralization. What is meant by neutralization? We came to know what are acids and what are bases. When these acids and bases are mixed in equal concentrations, they give a neutral solution. This is the primary information which you will be learning here, children. If you go for higher classes, an acid and a base combine together to give you salt and water. That particular equation or the process of combining of an acid and a base is said to be neutralization. And here, as it is the primary classes, he is asking you to have a small knowledge about the neutralization. That means if you are taking some 50 ml or 10 ml of an acid, and if it is combined with a 10 ml of a base, then you will be getting the products as salt and water. And this type of equations or the reactions are said to be neutralization reactions, or the equation is said to be a neutralization equation. That means an acid A combines with a base B and it will give, you will be having an arrow here, gives salt, any of the salts plus water. Don't think salt means the salt which you will be taking in your homes. So many kinds of salts will be there in your laboratories. Okay, so many will be there like that. One of it is your salt which you will be using in your homes in the kitchen. Okay, children, this type of reaction is called as neutralization reaction. That means neutralization mainly gives us an idea that when an acid is getting combined with a base, you will be getting a salt and water. That means the contents what you will be getting after the reaction is the salt and the water. Yes, see here, children, what the person is doing here. He is sprinkling some fertilizers into the soil. He is sprinkling some fertilizers into the soil. These fertilizers generally, why they will be giving to the soil? To increase the fertility. If fertility increases, what will happen? The crop yield will be more. But nowadays we are all going for the organic farming. Is it or not? Once you ask your parents, are they giving more importance to organic or chemicals? Surely they will answer you it's an organic. That means previously, for the more production of the crops, to get a very good yield of the crops, that means more yielding you will be getting. That means if you are getting 50%, 100% yielding, you will be getting back with this types of chemical fertilizers. But nowadays, natural manures we are using. These chemical fertilizers are also changing the soil's nature. How they are changing the soil nature means, if these fertilizers are acidic in nature, they will increase the acidity in the soil. And in the same way, few of the fertilizers increase the basicity in the soil. Like this, they are causing more and more damage, at least not in the first phase, but after a few years it is getting damaged. That's why nowadays all of us are going for natural organic manure. Is it or not? Yes, this is the way how the fertilizers, that means these are also some kind of salts. The fertilizers are also some kinds of salts which you will be using in the fields. And coming to details, what these salts are. This is the salts: brown sugar, sorry, crystal salts, iodine salts, different types of salts you will be finding in your kitchen also. Is it or not, children? And even your labs also, different types of salts you will be finding. Like common salt, sodium chloride, copper sulfate, all these are also the salts. They will all come under salt family. As how acids, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, all these how they will come under the acidic family. In the same way, different types of salts will be there in your laboratory, and all those will be coming under the salt family. Then you may get a question whether salt is also having any acidic nature or basic nature. Children, all the salts, a few may not be having any type of acidic or basic nature. Few will be neutral. They don't even have any acidic or basic. But few salts will be having acidic nature and basic nature. This content is not there in your textbooks, children. But for your further information, if you go deep into the subject, few of the salts will be having acidic nature. And those you can test it on the pH scales will be there, by which you can tell how much of acidic nature it will be having. That means very less acidic nature or more acidic nature. This bifurcation you will be getting by a pH scale, it is called as. And these salts occur where there is not complete neutralization of the acid or a base. That means already I have told you what is meant by neutralization. When an acid is combining with the base, you will be getting the salt and water. That is called as a neutralization. Here, instead of equal amounts of an acid and a base, if more of the acid you have taken and very small quantity of base if you have taken, then that reaction is said to be neutralization, but entire neutralization will not be completed there. That means the salt which you will be getting there will be having more of the acidic properties. Why? Because you have taken more amount of acid there. In the same way, if you are taking more amount of base than an acid in the neutralization reaction, then the product of the salt which you are getting will be having more basic in nature. That means the salts which we are having, few will be neutral and a few will be acidic nature and a few will be basic nature. It depends upon the type of combinations. More of the acid if you take, then the salt will be having acid nature. More of the base content if you are taking while you are doing the neutralization, then the product, the salt will be having more the basic nature. Like this they will differ. And always you remember, children, all the neutral solutions are not salt solutions. And sugar and starch are neutral, but they are not salts. Did you understand, children? All the neutral solutions are not salts. Neutralization reaction, acid plus base gives rise to salt and water. The reaction is said to be neutral. Neutral means they don't show any of the acidic and basic properties. But we have come to know, if you are not doing the combination in the right proportions, then surely they will be showing the acidic nature and basic nature. If you are doing the reaction with the equal compositions, then the salt which you will be getting will be having the neutral nature. But always you remember, all these neutral solutions are not salt solutions. Because sugar is neutral, starches are neutral, but they are not salts. Sugar you can't call it as a salt, is it or not? In the same way, starch, it's a carbohydrate. You can't call them as a salts. Did you get the clarity, children? Yes. Let's go for the next module. Here is a tabular form for you where he have given acids, bases and salts, it is there in your textbook, children. Once after reading the content from your textbook, just prepare this. That means which type of substances and which type of acids, name of the substance and what is the acid present in it. In the same way, bases, name of the substance, what is the base present in it. In the same way, salts also have given you. All these examples you must get it. These are very, very important, children. Hope you have understood the lesson well. Thank you, children. And we have finished our lesson acids and bases, children. And here is a small assignment based on the today's content. With the today we have finished the lesson acids and bases. And you write this assignment in your homework book. After the second lesson, that means this is the first lesson which we have completed in the physics part. One more lesson, after the finishing one more lesson, we will go for an ST. Like a small test, not like an assignment. Few more questions I will give for you. Okay, that's why read your textbook very carefully. If you read your textbook only, you can answer the questions. Thank you, children. Take care.